Have you ever met someone who made you question your own memory? Made you feel small, no matter how big you tried to stand? Someone who left you emotionally exhausted after every interaction? Yeah, that's not just a difficult person. That's someone toxic. And if you're watching this, you're either dealing with one, healing from one, or afraid you might become one without even realizing it. But here's the truth. You're not crazy, you're not weak, and you're not alone. Welcome to Stoic Facts, where we combine timeless philosophy with practical insight for a more peaceful life. Today we'll explore 11 smart, powerful ways to deal with toxic people without losing your mind, your energy, or yourself. Let's get into it. They come in many forms. That friend who's always joking, but somehow it always cuts too deep. That coworker who smiles to your face and talks behind your back. The family member who uses guilt as currency. Or that ex who still lurks in your life, just enough to confuse your peace. You don't need to confront them, fight them, or fix them. You just need to understand how to protect yourself. Smartly, silently, strategically. Let's begin. 1. Recognize the red flags. Early, most toxic people don't show their teeth right away. They come wrapped in charm, humor, even kindness. But if you look closely, there are signs. They interrupt often. They make everything about them. They give compliments that sting. They test your limits early, then act offended when you notice. Here's the rule. Pay attention to how people make you feel, not just what they say. A person's energy doesn't lie. If you always leave an interaction feeling worse about yourself, believe that. Maya Angelou said, "When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time." You don't need a second scar to recognize a knife. 2. Master emotional detachment. Stoic style. When toxic people can't control you, they'll try to control how you feel. That's why you need to master one of the Stoics' greatest tools, emotional detachment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You're allowed to feel, but you don't have to react. When they throw shade, you stay in the light. When they guilt trip, you stay grounded. Your goal isn't revenge or even justice. It's peace, and peace comes from not allowing their chaos to hijack your calm." 3. Set boundaries and mean them. A boundary isn't a wall, it's a door with a lock, and you hold the key. Toxic people hate boundaries because it threatens their control. They'll say, "You're too sensitive. It was just a joke. Why are you being so distant?" Here's the truth. You don't owe anyone unlimited access to you, especially those who disrespect your peace. Start small. "No, I don't have time for that today. No, I don't feel comfortable with that conversation." Practice it until it becomes a natural reflex, because your peace is not up for debate. 4. Stop explaining yourself. Toxic people love arguments that go in circles. You explain. They distort. You justify. They mock. You open up. They weaponize it later. Stop explaining. You don't need to prove your worth to someone who benefits from doubting it. If your no isn't accepted without a 10-point PowerPoint presentation, that's a red flag. Remember this. No is a complete sentence. Silence is a response. Distance is clarity. The healthiest people will understand your boundaries without making you feel guilty for having them. 5. Use the gray rock method. Toxic people feed off your reaction. So when you deny them drama, they starve. Enter the gray rock method. You become emotionally dull, boring, predictable. You don't argue. You don't emote. You don't defend. Their manipulation fizzles when there's nothing to manipulate. Them. Wow, you're so boring lately. You. Yeah. Them. Don't you have anything to say? You. Not really. No spark, no fuel, no fire. Eventually, they move on to a more reactive target, and you stay in your peace. 6. Distance without guilt. You don't need to announce your exit. Just leave quietly. Toxic people don't miss you. They miss the control they had over you. They'll accuse you of changing. Good, that's the point. You're allowed to outgrow the version of you that tolerated disrespect. Friendships, jobs, even families can become toxic. That doesn't make you cruel for walking away. It makes you conscious. Distance doesn't always mean bitterness. Sometimes it's the highest form of self-care. 7. Stop trying to fix them. If someone wanted to change, they would. But toxic people don't want healing. They want compliance. You cannot love someone to emotional maturity. You cannot save someone who's committed to staying broken, especially when their wounds are cutting you. You can care and let go. You can grieve someone and still say, "This is no longer my responsibility." Set the burden down. You were never meant to carry them. 8. Document everything. Not every toxic person is just annoying. Some are dangerous, especially at work, in co-parenting or legal situations. That's where you need receipts. Log emails, take screenshots, keep records. Why? Because when the lies start flying, you'll have facts. And facts are your shield. Protect your story, because some people will rewrite it the second you turn your back. Stay factual, stay prepared, stay safe. 9. Guard your inner circle, watch who you confide in. Not everyone who listens is on your side. Toxic people often build social alliances. They play nice with your friends while undermining you behind closed doors. Be polite, but keep your personal life on a need-to-know basis. Protect your peace like you protect your password. Only share it with those you deeply trust. 10. Surround yourself with safe people. Healing happens in community. You need people who see you, support you, center you, not those who silence, shame, or shrug off your experiences. Find your tribe, the ones who make you feel lighter, not lonelier, who correct you with love, not control. It's not about cutting everyone off. It's about building a circle where toxic energy can't breathe. 11. Walk away, fully and finally. Here's the truth no one likes to hear. Sometimes closure is choosing you. Without an apology, without revenge, without a dramatic goodbye. You don't need one last conversation. You don't need to prove your worth. Sometimes the smartest thing you can say is nothing. Just walk away. Block, unfollow, disengage, leave, and mean it. Because when you reclaim your peace, you send a message that doesn't need words. I love myself more than I fear losing you. If you're still here, it means something inside you is ready for change. And I see you. I honor that strength. Toxic people lose power when you choose yourself. So if you felt this video, drop a lock in the comments below to say, "My peace is protected." Like this video if you've ever had to walk away to protect your sanity. Subscribe to Stoic Facts for weekly videos on emotional intelligence, ancient wisdom, and real-world healing. Remember, you don't owe anyone your peace. You don't owe anyone your energy. You only owe yourself a life you don't have to recover from. Until next time, stay calm, stay conscious, and stay free.